Mr. Stearns, do you have an opening statement?
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding this hearing on a piece of legislation that will attempt to prevent, among other things, our young folks, young people, and the next generation from smoking by placing tobacco under the Food and Drug Administration. The FDA is a federal organization whose mission is to protect the public health by assuring the safety, efficacy, and security of human drugs, biological products, medical devices, and our nation's food supply. I was not supportive of this bill in the past, and I think there's a better alternative available, such as Mr. Boyer's bill, which will establish a new tobacco harm reduction center within the United States Department of Health and Human Services to regulate tobacco products. My colleague, Mr. Boyer's bill, will have a two-prong approach that will combine smoking cessation programs with harm reduction strategies and will not grant an FDA approval of cigarettes. I'm cautious of the capacity of the FDA to have both the necessary staff and the proper funding to carry out the complete regulation of tobacco products in every state, city, and town in America. This legislation will require the FDA to regulate product claims, advertising and marketing, control nicotine levels, and provide oversight to warning labels. Included in this bill is also a provision that will require the FDA to inspect every 2 years every facility that manufactures and processes tobacco at home and abroad. Now, obviously, this bill is going to be paid for through user fees collected from the tobacco companies. But, Mr. Chairman, I think the Boyer bill is a more practical approach to doing this. And I think as we look at the marketplace today, at this point, there's alternatives, and so I recommend my colleagues to look carefully at the Boyer bill. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank you, Mr. Stearns.